Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, our brand new day. And remember, no matter who you are valid. And thank you once again to each and every one of my Patreon patrons. You're beautiful and awesome people. I can't put your names up here yet, but when I can, I will. But until that time, when you look in the mirror, you're looking at someone who's beautiful and awesome. Physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Well, son of a gun, there has not been a lot happening. Yesterday was the 4th of July everywhere around the world. But here in the United States, it was the celebration of independence, even though we are far less free today than we were even 4 years ago. Yay. But it is the 5th of July. Not much has happened. I mean, yesterday I existed. You know, it was a holiday, and then it was loud at night, and then I fell asleep, and halfway through the night, had to get up and go to the bathroom, and then awake at 6, out of bed at 7, and then this morning, as soon as I was ready to go, I went for walkies, got back close to noonish, and then relaxed from that a bit, and then went out for second walkies, and now I'm back, and it is 10 minutes after 3 p.m. I am hoping that my tablet here is not going to just suddenly stop recording for some reason, as it's been doing. So we shall see what happens. But for right now, I think I'm okay. Here's a hoping. We shall see. But as stated, not a whole lot has happened. And it's hot outside. I am sad I've got to turn off my air conditioner because it's so loud. But when I went out for walkies and came back, I had that thing on, and when it was nice. It was nice. It's making everything else worse, of course, you know, with the extra heat and use of the electrical grid, and what with all the AI it's actually stopped. All this AI generation stuff with so much power is needed that it has stopped and reversed a whole lot of the progress we had been making toward becoming carbon neutral. So, yay. Still though, life is life. I am existing, and as stated, I went for walkies twice. So my knee is doing okay-ish. I took my walker for the second walk because it's close to 90 outside. And I did not want to have something terrible happen. And I'm older, and older people are prone to things like heat stroke and such. And I didn't want to get confused or dizzy and then fall down and get hurt. So I took my walker. And my knee is sore. It's going to be sore, but at least I survived. Got there, got back. I'm staying inside of here where it's, at least, I don't have the fan going, but it's cool, and that's good. So thumbs up for that. Past that, not a whole lot has happened. I've talked about how there's not much space here. I can't remember if I talked about the guy, trying to remember his name, James Rolfe, Angry Video Game Nerd. There is this one guy who does a channel, Folding Thoughts or something like that, where he did like an hour and a half about James Rolfe, his life and how he records and his movie making and how he does stuff in his current setup. And it's kind of sad in a way, because when the guy, I think his name's Dan Olson, was looking at James Rolfe's setup, and there's one thing where the camera is set up on a jury-rigged block of wood with nails holding it together so that it could do the proper recording. But Dan Olson was confused because why would you do that? You just drill a hole in the bottom of the wood and you just put the screw in and it's done. You don't have to hammer things together and jury-rig some Frankenstein contraption. So why did he do that and still does that? When it's easy to just drill a hole, put the camera, screw it on. He made like 20, 30 of these things, if not for his own use, at least for the video, just trying to figure it out. And he said it was only when he actually attached a level to it that he started to understand. But unfortunately, the angry video game nerd guy, he and his wife and family and all that moved into a place, and he had a guy come in and build the set. But the guy who built the set does house renovation, and so he built not a set, but an actual place. And so James Rolfe has no room to record. When he puts his camera in the room, he has to walk around it carefully, because when he sits on the sofa, the wall, he can lean forward and put his hands on it. There's no room. He literally has to dangle lights from his ceiling that normally you would set up on the floor around you for proper lighting. But he has no room. It reminds me kind of in here. With my knee, I can't really move around because with the tripods and stuff I'd have to set up to be able to set my tablet on top so that I can record what's happening on the table below if I want to do game stuff, because I do. I got to be able to get around it, and I got to wait until my knee gets better, because if I twist and do something goofy, it's going to go south again. I got to be careful. And though the things that I want to do, like I keep bringing this out to talk about it, is I still, and this may be backwards. I haven't figured out how to reverse stuff, so, and using a light cut, but if it's backwards, my apologies. But Space Marine Adventures, sure, it's like a strategy game for 10 plus, you know, so it's not that difficult, but it's fun, and I want to play that for the channel, because that'd be cool. And then I've played a little bit of this on my own, but it can get big. I'm just showing you how big it can get first. It can get big. I'm just showing you how big it can get first. But the game Light in the Dark, where you are a plague doctor going through and trying to help get rid of monsters and plagues and stuff. This is the game that I traded a different game in for, because I'm trading games out every month, so that I don't have just choice paralysis on what to play with and not. So I want to do that for the channel too. So past that, I mean, I have just been surviving, and I have to make it so cold. I have gotten to the point, I mean, it's cold, but if I don't make it cold, I am not going to be able to sleep because my legs are going to cramp. So I have to turn on my air conditioner. I accidentally turned it on to high before I went to bed last night. I like to put it on to low, but it was on high. But I went to bed wearing a shirt, and then I put the bath towel over the top of me, only from the waist up. So the towel was doubled up from my waist up to my shoulders. And then I had just the sheet, bath towel, shirt, and I was almost too cold because my feet are open, just out and uncovered, and then the sheet that covers me is such that air blows up and around my lower legs to keep everything cooled off so my legs don't cramp. Luckily, what with the neuropathy I have, wow, gabapentin for the win, at least some of the sensory stuff that goes through my nerves doesn't make it, because I don't feel the cold on my feet, my lower legs. So it's not hard to sleep. So thumbs up on that. So at least I've been able to sleep, and that's good. It's just, it hurts so much. 3 o'clock when I get up to go to the bathroom, and when I do, it feels like my arms have been beaten with hammers. Then I gotta go back to sleep with that pain. Yay! That life is life. Past that, again, just surviving. Watching videos. I can't even tell you what I've been watching the videos about, even though I can, one way. Civ 11 talked about Max Payne. So if you like Civ 11 videos, that's cool. You know, there are still some good people making good videos out there, and that's definitely a thumbs up. So hopefully Things are going, oh, people keep asking me about this, and I'm coming up on 2 weeks ago now. Hopefully, I've got to add the link, but I did make up a GoFundMe to purchase something. Now, some people have sent me a laptop. I can't remember the name of the person, and my sincere apologies if you're watching. But a laptop is going to be showing up on Monday, or hopefully Monday. So we shall see what is coming up with that. But for a full desktop type unit, I'm trying to get up a GoFundMe for that. So I do have the GoFundMe, trying to get up the money saved. Am I speaking proper English? Can you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm not understanding any of the gibberish that's coming out of my mouth right now. Hopefully you do. I've got the GoFundMe. Hopefully I've got the link. So we'll go with that. Oh, my brain. Maybe I am suffering from heat exhaustion. Good golly, Miss Molly. I have been trying to still write, which, with my ADHD and executive function / dysfunction issues, it is difficult to sit down and try and write things. I can't even remember what I've been trying to write. Just stupid fantasy stuff. But I could not tell you anything that I've written. Brain. So I'm still trying. I'm still working on it. Here's a hoping. Because I still got ideas all for my new solo RPG setting, which I would love to make up and sell as an actual setting, or just give away as an actual setting, just so people read it. But who knows? It's fun to work on, trying to make the world work. I've decided that, because you had to have strict population control with the Hulat, with the Orkani, the Habani, and the Apani growing up in Karthag in the very inhospitable north, where just survival was by the skin of your teeth for so long before the land bridges opened and they were able to start moving south. North, where they used to be, is now covered in ice. There's nothing left of where they used to be. It's buried. So they're come down and they're moving through, but there's still strict population control. The Orkani have an instinctive understanding and link to the land, physical, and the land, the metaphysical. And so you want to not displease the land, because you do poorly by the land does poorly for you. You have too many people, you're going to over forage, over hunt, and then the wild is not going to be able to recover, and you will starve, and you've damaged the land in doing so. That is not being good to the land. You will be punished. But because of this, the structure of power among the Orkani tribes is matriarchal, and they are in charge of making sure that there are enough children in each of the 3 tribes. And by tribes, in this case, it's the Apani, Orkani, and Habani. Now, these 3 types of people, they still like to get frisky. They're just like anybody else. They like to get frisky. First option. Now, they don't have the hang-ups that we have, because they did not evolve sociologically, economically, philosophically, theologically in anything like our world. They don't have hang-ups that we have. They have hang-ups that we don't have. But with strict population control and everyone's desire to still get frisky, there's 2 things to remember on that one. First one is the command down from the matriarchs is, if there's population, if there's no babies needed, you look to your own gender. And there's no hang-ups with that. If you do not want to do that, and strictly that type may not wish to. Because the three tribes have speciated out, if you're an orc, go visit a hob or an oppie. Find someone that wants to get frisky in one of those tribes. There is absolutely no looking down upon that. So the Orcani, they always visit the others, and the others visit outward as well. No risk of any babies. So, these are the ways that I try to work out and make the place a living world. So thumbs up on that. Anyway, though, that's all I've really got to talk about. Hopefully you are going to have an awesome day and get done the things that you would like to get done. If you can't, please do not beat yourself up. For everybody that has left me a comment, thumbs up and thank you. I do my very, very best. When I ask questions like, do you speak Rally English? Understand I am not trying to be insulting. I'm just curious about the world, and people talk about things and I try to verify through other ways, and so I'm not trying to be insulting in any way. But thank you each and every one of you that leaves me comments. It is beautiful and awesome. I try to answer the ones that I can, and I can't answer as many as I would like. But thumbs up and thank you. Each and every comment is appreciated. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is indeed a very good thing. I am so brilliantly white that when I lean forward and the light reflects off of my skin, it just overloads the camera for a moment. Well, this is at least recorded for 17 minutes without stopping on its own, so I don't know why it occasionally does that. Hopefully it's... I don't know. Anyway, you take care, and I'll talk to you later. Promise. I mean, unless I die, I can't control that. In which case, you hopefully won't hear from me. Because if you do after I'm dead, then don't answer. If it's a call, and it's from me, and I'm dead, probably safe for you to ignore it.